Hello, welcome to my channel. I haven't made a video in a long time, so if you are a newcomer, welcome, and if you've seen any of my other videos, welcome back. Today I'm trying something different. I'm trying to, I want to see how it'll be if I record my voice as I'm doing it. But if it doesn't work out, then you'll hear that I'll end up just editing and voicing over it. But today we're going to make a potpourri box, or it could be any kind of box, but I made one for my mom as a potpourri box, and so that's what I'm calling it. I'm going to be using 66 Jenga blocks, or tumbling tower blocks from the Dollar Tree. We're going to need wood glue, stain, Mod Podge, some beads, and something to decoupage. So I'm going to use this napkin that my mom got for Easter, a packet of them, so she gave me a bunch of them to use for my crafts. Something to either like a nail file or sandpaper, paper towels, and then any extra embellishments that you might have around. So I got these Hobby Lobby. These are from the Dollar Tree. Some wooden little bees, butterflies. So, and then you'll need a glue gun. I do not like the new blocks that come into two tones from Dollar Tree. So far I have been just putting aside all the dark brown ones, so eventually I will end up using those, but for now I'm going to take out all of the natural colored ones and I will be right back. Okay, so now I have just my blocks, stain, paper towels, and something to brush the stain on. Just gonna use this. Alright, so I won't make you watch me stain all of these, but this is how I do it. So I just line up a group of blocks. I'll usually go longer than that, but just stain like this. Off your plans. So I'm going to go ahead and stain the rest of these 70-ish blocks, and then I'm going to let them dry, and then I will be back. Hello again. Okay, so I have stained all my blocks. I thought of a couple things as I spent, you know, like 30 plus minutes staining all of these. You're probably asking yourself, wouldn't it be easier just to glue all the blocks together and then stain them? And you would be absolutely correct. It is way faster to do it that way. However, and if I'm just making something for myself and I'm not trying to be all like, you know, professional about it, I will do that. But I am not super careful with wood glue. If you are and you are confident in your wood gluing skills, then go ahead, and I would recommend doing that. gluing them first, and then once the glue dries, go and stain. But because I'm not that great at being careful with the wood glue, if you get any wood glue like on the part that you're gonna see, like once you put stain on it, like it's not gonna look the same. Like you're gonna be able to tell that there was wood glue there because it's not gonna stain right. And then the other thing I was thinking,
blah blah blah,
oh yeah,
blah blah, no more, blah blah blah, let it out loud, blah blah blah, breaking the cloud, blah blah blah, echoes so high, blah blah blah, it starts to fly, blah blah blah, haunting and clear, blah blah blah, drawing.
it's just as good for what I need it for. So yeah, but use any wood glue you'd like. I don't recommend using hot glue for this because it won't stick as well and it won't like push together as well. I do use hot glue for part of this project, but not like the actual gluing of the blocks. So the first part we're going to do is we're going to do 9 across times 2 all together.
There's a rocking chair swaying in the breeze, a summer night humming through the trees, banjo soft, just a whisper in the dark, and the harmonicas weeping, lighting up the spark. Oh, love, love like the southern sun. Here on this porch, we've just begun, with slow notes lingering till the world fades away. Our hearts timeless as the night turns day.
But anyway, so the way you could use a ruler like this to make sure it's all straight, but I found that it's easier for me to just take 2 Jenga blocks and go like this. Just like squish them together. It took me like years of doing this to figure that out, but yeah. And then I'm gonna do another row here.
And the heartstrings echo in a love-soaked song. Oh, love, love like the southern sun. Here on this porch, we've just begun, with slow notes lingering till the world fades away. Our hearts timeless as the night turns day.
I want the sides to look good because they're going to be showing for part of it. Okay, see what I mean about them not being the same size? I think this is the culprit. So you probably can't tell, but if you look at this, I can't tell actually which one's the culprit. But out of all of them, it looks like either this one's too long or this one's too short. But it's going to cause issues when I glue them together. So, yeah, I think the issue is this one. So, this is where the non-Gorilla Wood glue is good because I'm able to manipulate it. Yeah, that matches way better. So just put some more glue. And we're all good. There we go. Okay. So now I'm just going to do my squishy squish again. Make sure it's all flat too, because sometimes they can be thicker the other way. Okay, so now I'm going to glue these together. And they're pretty flush for Dollar Tree tumbling tower blocks, so I'm going to take that. Alright, so just get some more wood glue here. Okay, so we're just gonna lay this aside. Alright, so you're gonna want to make two of this, two like that, and then you're going to need to make the sides. So the first one, we're gonna do 3 up. So we're gonna want to do 3 with 3 all together, times 2. And then we're going to want to do for this side, we're going to do 3 times 3, so each of the long sides are going to be like that. So I am going to go ahead and do that, speed up this video, and play some AI generated music that I quote unquote made. Yeah, so fast forward to this part if you like, or just sit back and relax. Thank you.
We got wood glue on our fingers, sparkles in the air, paint spills on the table, but we don't even care. Our hands are busy crafting, but our hearts align, building something beautiful, your soul and mine. Flower stems and Mod Podge hold the world we made. Our love's a steady rhythm on the tools we laid. The glitter of your laughter and the brush strokes true. Together we are artists with a sky so blue. Got the hammer and a hum, and you're laughing in my ear. Every little mess we make just pulls you near. Thread and beads, the broken scraps turn gold. Our love's a masterpiece that never gets old. Hold the frame while I nail it tight in your hands. Even mistakes feel right. Glue the seams, paint the sky. We're building forever, you and I. Flower stems and Mod Podge hold the world we made. Our love's a steady rhythm on the tools we laid. The glitter of your laughter and the brush strokes true. Together we are artists with a sky so blue. Lace and paper cutouts, those patterns unwind. Mix the colors on the palette, see what we find. Sandpaper smooth out the ridges of the past. Crafting love like this was made to last. Flower stems and Mod Podge hold the world we made. Our love's a steady rhythm on the tools we laid. The glitter of your laughter and the brush strokes true. Together we are artists with a sky so blue. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Alright, so, I don't know if you can hear one of my cats, Jolene, crying at me. Jolene, go cuddle with Daddy. She's like, it's bedtime. For these 2 pieces that are this size, you want to make sure that they're really like, there's no gaps, because the first time I made one of these, I had a gap like this. So the first time I made one of these, I had like a gap like this, and even though it's such a tiny little gap, it was just enough that I couldn't fit the lid the way I wanted it on the box. So yeah, and then I tried to get them apart and I broke the wood hammering it. Anyway, so you want to make sure as best as you can that there are no gaps here, and like I said, that the blocks themselves are, for the most part, as far as you can tell, the same size. Okay, so we have all of our pieces now. So now I'm going to put this one aside to dry a little bit longer while we work on the rest. Now, again, the best option would be to wait until the glue dries completely, but if you're impatient like me, it'll still work. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just glue the sides like this. Obviously the sides like this, and then we will
Down the holler where the cold winds cry, a fiddle moans and the shadows lie. The creek runs hard through the valley low, carving secrets the mountains know. The high lonesome carries me where the voices meet in the crisp thin air. Through the drone of sorrow, the harmonies ring in the Appalachian bones. It's there we sing. With a call and response, the oak trees bend, echoes linger where the hills descend. A shape note hymn from the chapel's draw pulls at your heart like a ghostly call. The banjo twangs like a blackbird's wail, thick with tales of youth now frail. The shadows dance as the sun falls still.
boxes that,
Timeless
anyway,
song of
but for this particular design, we are going to leave those gaps there. Okay. I hear my husband snoring. I asked him when he went in the room, "Are you gonna fall asleep?" He's like, no. Okay, so let's let this dry. We'll set this aside. I want to clean the bottom of it, but I don't want to mess it up, so I'll just worry about that later. Alright, so now, for now we're done with the wood glue. We will come back to it, but for now we are going to work on this lid. Now, of course, you could just leave it, you know, like this. It's still beautiful, but I like to put something on it. You can paint on it, whatever you want, but I'm going to take this napkin and I'm going to, I'm not very good at separating them, so I'm going to take a little piece of tape. Because you want to make sure that you're only getting the one layer. So it should work if I do this, okay? And then let's see if there's a third layer here. I often will miss that extra layer. If I'm wrong though, that's confusing to me. I don't know if that's a layer or not. Oh, but it looks like it is. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. Yes. So you want to get it down to one thin layer. Not the end of the world if you get 2 layers, because I have done that accidentally, but it's the best if you're able to do this. So I want it to blend in with the wood. So another thing you could do is you could make the lid a different color. Maybe like a lighter wood or something, but alright, so I'm going to use, I guess they're all the same. Now the question is, do I want my box to be like this or like this? I think I want it to be like this. Alright, so yeah, that'd be pretty. Okay, so now we are going to take Mod Podge, and again, I'm a little heavy-handed, but you want to try to get a thin layer because this napkin is very thin and we don't want it to get wrinkly or ripped. There are different methods for how to do decoupage with napkin, or period, but I don't think my way is necessarily the best way, but it's a way that works for me and it's not as time consuming. But what I have seen some people do, what you might want to try is, oh, gotta get all the chunkies out of there. You put down a layer of Mod Podge, you let it dry completely, then you put the napkin over it, and you use like a little iron. You put like parchment paper in between the napkin and the iron, and you iron. So then it like reactivates the Mod Podge, heats it up, and it can make for a cleaner look. However, in most cases I have found that for my little projects this way has been fine, the way I'm doing it right now.
Blah, blah, blah.
So
Blah,
try it.
blah, blah.
Works best for you.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. 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 Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
There. Smooth as possible. I have one of these, but I never really use it on the napkins, but I guess if you're very careful, you can use it on the napkins. I can tell it's not sticking to... Oh, yeah, never mind. Do not use this with napkins. I've already messed mine up here. That's okay. That is all right. Do not use this if you're using a napkin, unless you have something in between the napkin and this. All right. So I didn't make it too damp with the Mod Podge. So I'm going to go ahead and put my next layer of Mod Podge, but no, I'm going to let it dry for a little bit and then put another layer of Mod Podge because see how it's a little bit damp in areas? Like, I don't want it wrinkling or tearing. So I'm going to leave this be for now. Now, see, I do have some air bubbles. I may go back and iron it once I'm done. I will have to see what it looks like once I put that second layer of Mod Podge on. If I was using like scrapbook paper, I don't really have so much of an issue, but yeah. Anyway, let's come back to our box. So the idea is that this lid is going to fit. I guess I should make sure. So I want this lid to fit like right inside. And it looks like that's going to work. Okay, so it's not going to go inside, but I need it to be like that width. So what I'm going to do for the inside is, the idea is that it's a potpourri box, right? So I could make it so that it closes all the way, but and I came by this design accidentally and with my husband's help because my design changed many times, but this was the end result. I want to have the lid sitting like just above this lip. So in order to do that, they have these blocks at the Dollar Tree, woodcraft cubes, and so I could have the lid sit and be closed like that. So if you like that better, then I would do that. And then we're going to put like a little sort of handle on the lid so you'd be able to just lift it up. But I want to have it a little bit higher. So if I put 3 cubes, it's just too high and does not look good to me. I mean, it's okay, but I don't really like the way that looks. So, to fix that, I'm just going to put, a little ball, wooden ball, and then the 2 blocks. Let's see. Yeah, and that's going to bring it up. Let's see. I might want use a little bigger ball. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the bigger ball. That way it will sit up just a bit. And my idea, my thinking in that is that if I'm going to put, dried flowers, or I think I'm going to actually use like dried like cinnamon sticks or something for me, because I don't really like lavender. That's what I did for my mom though, and she loved it. But my husband and I don't really like lavender, so I'm probably going to put cinnamon in mine. But my thinking is that if it's raised a little bit, then it's going to, come out, the smell. So I'm going to need, okay. And then for this next one, I can just use wood glue. Oh, wait. That's that's what I did wrong. No wonder. Okay. See mistakes here on camera. No wonder it looks so weird to me. Okay. You know what? Oh my goodness. I remember what I did now. Alright, ignore everything I just said. What we're going to do instead, which is what I did last time, is we're just going to put 2 wood pieces here, and then we're going to glue balls on the lids. I don't know what I was thinking. I forgot to take a picture of the box I gave my mom before I gave it to her, so I was trying to remember the design. Obviously not successfully. Okay, so we're gonna put 2 blocks like that, and we're just gonna use wood glue. Okay, and then we'll clean up that wood glue mess. Now I'm gonna get a paintbrush and just clean it up that way. Want to make sure it's stuck to the sides. And just like with the tumbling tower blocks, sometimes you can get blocks that aren't exactly the same, so be aware of that. Okay. All right. Because I didn't know they were going to be out of the all natural ones, or at least my store. Okay, so now we have that. Let's go back to, well, let's do this first. Now I'm gonna do my sides. So I'm thinking I decided on doing like leaf, butterfly, leaf. But these are so delicate, like I really want to be careful with the hot glue. I need one of those precision hot glue guns. Let's see how this works. Not too bad, not too bad. Oh yeah, and then I'll kind of go in there like and put another dab where you can't really see it. So like right there. Yeah. So that should stick. Worst case, let's see this one actually. You one option is you can do both wood glue and hot glue. So put a dab of wood glue but then put like a couple spots of hot glue just so that it has that permanent stick while that wood glue is drying. But I think this will be okay based on the previous box I made. I don't love it, but it's hard when you're doing delicate things. Okay, so then I think I'll do my butterfly. And then another leaf. Or I could just do a butterfly up here. No, that doesn't look good. Let's see. Maybe I'll do 2 leaves like that. Or I could just do leaves.
Beneath the pines where the stars don't lie, a southern breeze whispers lullabies. The porch creaks soft where memories stay, and hearts find love in the old time way. Oh, sweet darling, your hands like gold, warm and steady, never grows cold. In the hush of night we sway so fine under the spell of the Georgia pine. The banjo hums like an evening prayer, harmonica bends fill the easy air. A jug of cider, a kiss so light, your eyes they glimmer by firefly light. Oh, oh, sweet darling, your hands like gold, warm and steady, never grows cold. In the hush of night we sway so fine under the spell of the Georgia pine. Barbershop voices, soft and true, close harmony dreams in the evening hue. Shoes off the floor, tapping time divine, hearts intertwine neath the honey vine. The rain might fall, but it won't undo these years wrapped tight in love so true. Through time and stillness our story flows like the embered light when the fire grows.
But this is going to be for me, so I'm okay with it. And I think it's going to look good once I'm done anyway with the stain and everything. So before I go and stain this, I'm going to let the wood glue dry a little bit more. Let's go back to our lid. So now it's completely dry, and I'm going to do another coat of Mod Podge, but instead of like squirting it on first, I'm going to like put some on something and then do it that way. Okay, so you want to make sure you get a paintbrush that doesn't have any paint on it, no paint residue. So I've done that before thinking I cleaned it well enough, and then there's like a tint to it, but because this will dry clear. So we're just gonna carefully go over the whole thing. we're going to come and take off the excess napkin. We're going to glue our little wooden balls on the bottom, stain everything, and then we're going to put legs on that, and then we'll be done. So, so when I did my mom's, I had some like brass jewelry box feet. If you go on Amazon and you put in like jewelry box hardware or jewelry box feet, you can get so many cute options. So that is one option if you want to do that. They're not too expensive if you just, you know, if you're just getting, like, sometimes you can get, I don't remember the price exactly, but you can get like just enough for one jewelry box, or you can get like a pack of like feet, and so that you have them on hand. But I don't have any more on hand. And also I just wanted to see how this would look if I used my wooden balls. But you could do like, I mean, anything for feet. Like you could do, I don't know, butterflies somehow, or you don't have to put feet at all if you don't want feet. You could put beads. You can get like little cute knobs for drawers and use that. But anyway, I'm gonna try this out, see how it looks. So I'm just gonna put a little dab of glue here. And stick it like that. But it shouldn't take too long to dry. Now, let's see, I can start my staining. So, get the other brush.
Oh, sun came up on the front porch side, rocking chairs creak where the sparrows fly. Morning coffee, red dirt floor, your smile's the sunrise I adore. Just for you, banjo strums and spoons keep time. Your love's my sweet back porch rhyme. Barefoot steps on weathered wood. Love this life, it feels so good. But one to pale breeze through the air so clear, playing notes only we can hear. Oh, darling, in the golden hue, every heartstring's playing just for you. Banjo strums and spoons keep time. Your love's my sweet back porch rhyme. Bluebirds hum as shadows fade, hands entwined in the summer glade. Guitar soft as the evening falls, your heart echoes in those southern calls. Every heartstring's playing just for you. Banjo strums and spoons keep
great. I don't know, maybe could adapt with a glue or something. That would fix it. I'm pretty happy with this actually. And now we haven't even done the lid yet. So here's the body of the box. Now we're gonna go back to the lid. It's pretty dry. Okay. I am not loving the fact that you can see the white so much. So I think that my problem is I used one of those kind of thicker dinner napkins. Because usually like when you use one of the thinner napkins, like the white will kind of blend in with the wood, and that's what I was hoping for. But let's see how it looks after I sand off the edges here. Okay. Always looks better once you do this part. It's one of my favorite parts. It's just very satisfying. Like, my husband hates the sound of the sanding though. But I don't know why I like it. Make sure you're careful. Like, I had wood glue on my hand, you know, so don't, like, be careful when you're doing this. You don't like the napkin. And again, you could use a nail file if you don't have sandpaper around. I got a pack of these on Amazon. They're probably going to last me like years. There's so many in there, but that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, I actually kind of like it, the white now, because it's like contrasty. I mean, it's not like glossy. It depends on your style. Like, I could even distress the edges, actually. That might be cool. Depends on your style. If you like it more polished, you could put like a glaze over it or something.
Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 high blah 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 low blah 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 turn blah 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 blah
With like a painting on it. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I don't know what you guys think. Maybe that was just going way too far. But for me, I kind of like it. Because it's like really subtle now. But anyway. I'm happy with it. Do with it what you want. What's your style? Yeah. Oh, I like that. I am just having a ball right now. Thank you for joining me while I just make a mess for fun. And I hope you make some creations of your own. We're almost done, but I have a couple more things I want to do. So first of all, I'm going to put these balls. Oh, I gotta get more glue. Oh, glue, glue, glue. Where are you? Sorry about that. Okay. Now I want to get it just right. So put it like right there. Put a little ball. And then do it for the other corners. And again, if you wanted to just wait, if you have more patience than I do, you can use wood glue for this. But I'm not really worried about these falling off. Like, it's not like there's going to be weight put on them. In worst case, if they fall off, I can always glue them back on again. But, like I said, if I was selling this, I don't know if anyone will even want to buy this, but if I was selling this, I probably would do wood glue and like wait in between the wood glue drying and everything. But okay, so let me, like I said, there was two things I was going to do. So I'm going to stain those in a second. Now I want to
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah.
the one box like this I made before. And I think I'm going to see if I can do a bumblebee. I'm kind of disappointed because I wanted to do beads like all across, but this is just going to take way too long. The other thing I was thinking was, like, I wonder if I can just glue like this. Like, let me test it on the bottom. If I glue like this, like, would that suffice? So you can always just take it off. I'm not really sure. I think for this box, I'm gonna call it okay. However, I encourage you to play around with your options, your embellishments. I don't want to like make this video even longer than it already is, so I think I'm gonna leave it like that. The only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stain these, and then I am gonna put some rub and buff on these, and then maybe later I might do some more. You might see in a future video. So here is the box, the body of it. I just like kind of got like, I don't know, paper towel and stuff on there or something. It's all good though. Okay. As my niece told me one time, any mistakes you make, you can fix. So, there we go. Here's the body of it. So I'm going to put, so this is the lavender that I put, it's like a bag with tons of lavender. I got on Amazon forever ago, and I hadn't opened it, and I just opened it recently, and it was very fragrant. And I just poured a whole bunch in there for my mom. But I think I'm going to buy some cinnamon something or other. I don't know. But put something smells nice in there, not too strong, because I do get headaches. And then when you put the lid on, there's just a little bit of a hole, like a crack, to let the aroma come through. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you fast forward through part of it, because I know it's pretty long. I sped up as much as I could. Future videos will not be this long, most likely, because this one was pretty detailed, involved, more than some of my crafts will be. But I hope you will join me for future videos. Thank you so much for joining me on this one. I'm really excited to get going with the videos again, doing lots of projects. I missed Easter. I have so many Easter projects I wanted to do, but anyway, there's always next year. Yeah, I'll probably do something like Christmas in July, because I love Christmas. Anyway, I hope you'll join me. Please hit the subscribe button if you like this video and you want my videos to come up in your feed, hopefully, however that YouTube algorithm works. And I think you can click a bell so that you get notifications when I have new videos. Like it if you want, or you don't have to. If you comment, I'm not the greatest with like computer stuff, but I will make an effort to always look to see if I have any comments so I can reply. But anyway, I've talked enough. So I hope you have a great week, and thank you for watching, and I will see you again.
A brush there, colors took their place. You smiled at the mess like it was heaven's grace.
I'm out in the workshop, carving dreams in pine, sawdust in the air, and this heart of mine